I don't know much about your church, but I can know everything about your worship when you answer one question.
You serious?
Gather round, children. Grandfather's going to tell you a story about worship. Let's imagine a Sunday morning. Regular Sunday, nothing unusual happening. Jesus is risen, the Spirit is operative, the Father calls his people to worship.
And Rohan will answer.
But one of these three things happens, and its impact on your service tells me everything. Scenario number one, there's a phone call. 5 minutes before service begins, it's the band, and there's been an accident. Don't worry, everyone's fine. But the car has been totaled, it's wrecked, and so the band is not going to make it to service. Why were they on their way to church 5 minutes before the service, you ask? Well, they were hungry, peckish, and they went down the road to get some marshmallows. No band, no time, no plan B. What do? If you panic, if this is catastrophic, all is not well with your worship because you are too dependent on the band. It may be the case that the music in your service is more of a performance than worship.
Who do you think you are talking to me like that?
Clifford.
Whatever the situation is, it's worth wondering if the absence of the band on any given Sunday is such a big deal to the service. Why is that? What do I think worship is really about? I would suggest we think worship is really about the thing we think worship can't do without. Scenario number two. There's a loud noise, not unlike the one I just made. And where there were once little LED beacons of hope on the front of your church's PA speakers, there are now only bottomless black chasms of darkness. Yes, dear viewer, the speakers are down, the system has crashed. It is down for the count. And I don't mean Tyson Fury down for the count.
Jay Wilder has done it! Knocking down Fury about 12!
He's up. Can you continue?
Wow, he got up!
I mean Manny Pacquiao down from Manuel Marquez.
The nail Pacquiao with the right hand.
Oh! That's another knockdown. He's not getting up, Jim. He's not getting up, Jim. He's not getting up. No, he's been knocked out.
Which broke so many hearts. No PA, no amplification, no amplificación. ¿Qué vas a hacer? 怎么办? What do? Again, if you panic, if this would be felt as catastrophic for worship, I would suggest all is not well, because you are too dependent on the speakers this time, or more to the point, on what the speakers are carrying from the stage into the room. In this scenario, the band is there. They're on stage, but the speakers can no longer carry their performance off the stage. Again, I don't know, but this may suggest that in your setting, the music has become more of a performance than worship. You might not be thinking about it this way, but your reaction to the absence of the band, the absence of the speakers, may tell you something about yourself, about your worship ministry, that you didn't even know. What do I think worship is really about? And I suggest that we think worship is really about the thing we think worship can't do without. What is that? Scenario numero tres. For an undiscovered reason, the congregation isn't singing. I don't mean lips moving only singing. I mean nada. Not even trying. What could it be? Well, it could be a number of things. It could be that the key has been poorly chosen and many people can't sing this song. It could be that this song dropped just yesterday and no one in the congregation knows it yet. It could just be a difficult song, and on this particular Sunday, the congregation just isn't having it. But here's the question to wrestle with, and don't answer right away. If the band is there, and the PA is running smoothly, and everything's sounding really good on stage, is there actually a major problem here? Is the absence of the congregation's voice a big deal? Or is it just a little odd? Is it something we can do without until we have a minute to figure out what happened? I want to suggest that this right here is the only catastrophe among the scenarios. This is the one thing that we cannot do without in worship, because this is what worship is all about. It's all about the congregational voice. The Israelites sang together the praises of God on the banks of the Red Sea. In psalm after psalm, David calls the people of God to sing with him. Paul, not once but twice, instructs us to sing psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs to one another in Colossians and Ephesians. My dear viewer, on Sunday morning, the main instrument in worship is you. It is you joined together with the congregation of the righteous, singing with thankfulness in your hearts to God. What is worship really about? Well, it's not a performance. It's not about the band. It's not something we go to church to watch or listen to. It's the redeemed, resurrected, roaring congregational voice. Don't you think?